Hello, LifeWave family. I am honored to be here with you today on this special Alavida Eye Cream launch webinar. And I am particularly excited because today is the official launch day in many of our countries. Now, this isn't just a product, it's a revolution in skincare. It's blending nature and science in an innovative new way. It's our commitment to excellence and dedication to your health and wellness, including the health of your skin. That brings us all here together today on this webinar. Now, today I'm going to be joined by founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeWave Technology, David Schmidt. He's going to help guide us through a discussion on how this groundbreaking eye cream isn't just about hydrating and reducing the appearance of wrinkles, but also the confidence that comes with feeling comfortable and confident in your skin. So here's to brighter eyes and even brighter smiles. As you've seen, our Alavida Revive Eye Cream isn't just a step forward in skincare. It's a leap into a huge opportunity that's expanding as we speak. I talked about this a little bit at Vision if you joined us, but in 2024, the global skincare market is valued at an incredible estimation of $166 billion. So now imagine the horizons of this market in just 6 short years. By 2030, there's going to be over 1 billion individuals celebrating their 60th birthday and beyond. So this market is expected to more than double. So the opportunity is huge. The need is huge. It's an incredible way, addition to our current product offering and product line. Now, the eye cream is a symphony of high quality ingredients, each selected for its proven benefits, and Dave is going to walk through some of those. Now, leading the ensemble is the GHK-CU copper peptide. It's a cornerstone that resonates with extraordinary qualities of our hero product, X39, of course. It's a testament to our legacy of blending cutting-edge science with the healing wonders of nature. So I'm excited for you to try the eye cream and experience the benefits for yourself. Now, as a reminder to help support you, we've created materials that you can leverage in our product education toolkits found in the back office. And the Alavida Revive Cream is no exception. We're going to offer a tremendous number of resources, including education toolkits, brand partner FAQs, product videos, product presentations, social media assets, instructions for use, patch placement guides, Alavida brochure, and a whole bunch of other resources, including ones that you can customize. So each of these has been crafted not only to educate, but to empower you. It's to prepare you not just for sales, but for stories of success. So together they all form a tapestry of knowledge that you'll weave into your conversations, your presentations, and your growth with LifeWave. So now to help us walk through the science and without any further delay, I'm pleased to welcome founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeWave Technology, David Schmidt. David, thank you for joining us.
Well, Jeff, thank you very much. And as you know, we've had the Alavida product line for many years now. And the overall concept was that we wanted to improve the health of the skin, not just have a simple cosmetic product. And over time, our leaders and our brand partners have asked us to expand the Alavida line. And of course, when this opportunity came up to offer an eye cream, everything just came together and fit together. I'd love to say that it was an easy product to develop. It actually took a few years, surprisingly. We had a number of challenges to overcome, but I'm delighted that we're able to offer it now. So let's go ahead and get into it then. So we're going to be talking about the concept behind Alavida. And of course, we are going to be focusing in on the eye cream and what it contains and some of the properties and, of course, some of the benefits that you can expect from this. And this is very consistent with the overall identity of LifeWave, because we're not just interested in cosmetic appearance. Of course, we want everything foundationally to be about health. And for that to start, of course, from the inside of the body. So in looking at this, and even in looking at a product like an eye cream, we do want to ask the basic premise of why are people aging? And if we can understand why the skin ages, we can approach it from the perspective of let's provide the skin with nutrition and let's protect the skin so we can have a more youthful appearance. So we're going to approach it from that perspective. So we're getting in now since 2015 is when we first introduced Alavida. And it was based on this basic concept that what we wanted to do was use a patch to reduce the oxidative and inflammatory stress on the skin, and then use the topicals to provide nutrition for the skin and improve hydration and reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles, stimulate production of hyaluronic acid, stimulate production of collagen, and do it this way. So that is our fundamental approach. Now, with the eye cream, since X39 is our flagship product, it only made sense, since there's so much information in our community about copper peptide, that we include copper peptide in this formula. And not surprisingly, copper peptide has been around for a few decades now in skincare. So since its discovery by Dr. Lauren Picard, it has been principally used as a cosmetic material. But of course, we're going to do something different with our eye cream as compared to other products that have been on the market. So this is our beautiful Alavida Eye Cream packaging, which of course is consistent with our branding. And the first thing that you're going to notice about the product when you use it is that it's blue, and then that is in keeping with the color of copper peptide. So copper peptide, its key benefit in the human body, which is why X39 has been so popular, is that we know it is going to reset thousands of genes to a more youthful state. So this is not simply about just improving hydration, improving collagen. This is about creating more youthful skin. So that, to me, that would be the key benefit as to why we want to include GHKCU, this particular form of copper peptide. But in skincare studies, one of the key benefits is that copper peptide is indeed shown to support production of collagen. Now, there are many third-party studies that you can go to look at some of the benefits of copper peptide as it relates to the skin. So this particular study that we see here on copper peptide, this was performed by Dr. Lauren Picard. If you click on that link below, you can pull up the study. And one of the things that you'll see is that there are references to copper peptide improving the overall appearance of the skin, improving firmness, elasticity, clarity, and of course, reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and actually also improving the very structure of the skin. So this is really every type of benefit that you might want to have in a skincare product you can get from copper peptide. So that's a key reason to include it. So we hired a very well-known laboratory as a third party to conduct a clinical study on the Alavida Eye Cream. And we performed this study with over 50 people, and they were between the ages of 49 and 70. It was also a 6-week study where we looked at taking a baseline reading and then looking at results after 3 weeks and 6 weeks of use. And these were the results that we saw both immediately and then after a 6-week period of time. Consistent with the benefits of copper peptide, we saw an improvement in skin elasticity. This is important. Let's actually talk about this because it's often overlooked. As we age, and as we see aging in the skin, there is a phenomena called cross-linking. And you can do a very simple test. What you do is you take your hand, you put it down on a flat surface like a kitchen table or a desk, and then you grab some skin and then you pinch up. And then what you want to do is see how much time does it take for the skin to relax. So this is going to be a measure of the elasticity of the skin. So if you do that skin pinch test on someone that's young, you're going to see that the skin bounces back very, very quickly. If you take someone that hasn't taken care of themselves, they're 70 or 80 years old, and you do that same test, you're going to see the skin, after you pull it up, it goes back very, very slowly. Well, this is a measure of the elasticity of the skin. And needless to say, what we're looking at here is a very simplistic measure of the collagen and elastin content in the skin, which is going to be very closely associated with the age of the skin. So when we're improving skin elasticity, this is not just a good thing from a cosmetic perspective, but it's also a great thing because it's a measure of revitalizing the skin, getting the skin to be more useful. Of course, also associated with that is the firmness. So as we're increasing the structural proteins in the skin, there should be an improvement in firmness. And here we see that over a 6-week period of time, over 84% of the people had an improvement in their skin firmness. As you might expect, hydration improved immediately, over 20%, or about 20%, I should say. And one of the reasons that we were able to achieve this is that we used oils in the product that collectively mimic the oils in the skin. So this means that the Alavida products can penetrate the skin and hydrate without leaving the skin feeling greasy. So that's a really key factor in our products. And you also look at other measures in skincare, someone's radiance, which is really a measure of their health, and of course, reduction in under eye puffiness. So this was a fantastic result for this clinical study. And now here's a look, of course, at the complete Alavida system, where we would have the patch that's intended to be used in the evening, the daytime formula, the evening formula, and then now the new eye cream, which can be used once or twice per day. So these products, they do work independently. I enjoy using the night cream after sun. So we have, of course, many incentive trips, and we were in Sardinia this past summer with our elite level senior presidential directors. You're out getting a lot of sun. I love using the night cream because of the vitamin C content. It's a little bit thicker, and it's very, very soothing after sun. So in any case, they're designed to be used either independently or, of course, collectively as a system. Now, when we were first developing this product years ago, we worked with a very well-known cosmetic scientist, multiple patent holder, independent consultant who had worked in the skincare industry for over 30 years. And the first thing about the product was that it needed to be natural. And we came very close to 100%, 98.6%. So you might say, well, David, why isn't it 100%? Well, as an example, we've got vitamin C in the formula. Vitamin C is natural. We also have oils in the formula. Oils are natural. But if you blend the vitamin C and you make it a fat-soluble form, that's something that doesn't occur in nature. It is made from natural products, but it doesn't occur in nature. So you cannot count that as a natural product. So that's one of the reasons why you get to 98.6% and not 100%. And of course, to be competitive, the product would have to produce very, very quick results and reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles. So we were able to achieve those goals, in addition to more. So during the formulation process, in addition to copper peptide, there were a number of very key decisions that were made. One of the active ingredients that's included in the eye cream are milk peptides. Now, I want to take a minute to explain this because one ingredient you might expect to see that's not here is hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid is a very common material that is used in skincare, and it is associated with the hydration of the skin. And not surprisingly, as time goes on and the skin suffers cross-linking, the levels of hyaluronic acid in the skin will decline. Well, our philosophy here was that instead of putting hyaluronic acid into the body, let's have the body naturally increase its hyaluronic acid levels by stimulating it with an ingredient. So in this case, milk peptides will stimulate the production of hyaluronic acid and stimulate the production of collagen. This is very similar philosophically to how our patches work. Instead of putting glutathione directly into the body, we are going to have a patch to signal the body to make its own glutathione. We believe this is a far better approach and it's more natural. It's keeping with the way the human body works. So that's the reason why we include milk peptides, is to increase hyaluronic acid and increase collagen. Macadamia seed oil was utilized. First, it's macadamia oil, like avocado oil and like olive oil, is very rich in healthy fats, monounsaturated fats. And macadamia seed oil has the benefit that it's going to mimic the oils in skin. So you can apply it to the skin and it's not going to be greasy. So it's a very effective moisturizer for an oil. We also wanted to base this on algae oil. And the reason that algae oil is very rich in DHA. So if you were to take a omega-3 supplement, it would often be derived from fish. It could be derived from salmon or sardines, and those products are fine. And they're going to be a blend of omega-3s, of the EPA and DHA. Well, in this particular case, it is of a great benefit to apply DHA to the skin, and DHA levels decline after the age of 60. So we included algae oil because algae oil is predominantly the DHA form of omega-3, and it's a very effective moisturizer. We also included evening primrose oil for a similar reason. Now, moringa butter is amazing when it comes to improving skin hydration, and it has a number of very significant healing benefits that we won't get into because we can't make those claims. But we did include a small amount of moringa butter to balance out the formula for the purpose of improving hydration. We also included jojoba oil because when you add this into the blend, it's not greasy, and it will support a reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles. Rice split grain oil was again included for a similar reason. It also naturally contains antioxidants, and it is going to work with our formula at mimicking the way the oils in the skin work. So again, we don't have a greasy product. Now, rosemary extract, which is a natural antioxidant, you'll see in some supplement products that it's used as a stabilizer to keep a supplement fresh. So the reason why we're including it is that it can keep our formula stable. So we're using it as an antioxidant that way. Of course, it will have some benefit as an antioxidant when applied to the skin, but we do principally use it as an antioxidant to protect the quality of the actives that are in the formula. Now, one thing that's really worth mentioning is we started this presentation out by talking about how important it is to have a natural product. We know that the skin is a barrier, and as a barrier, it's going to resist having things penetrate into our blood. We know that with things like transdermal patches, which our patch isn't, with transdermal patches, when you wet the skin over a period of time, that things that are on the surface of the skin will make their way into the body. So with skincare products, you want them to be clean, because anything that is in the skincare formula potentially can make its way into the body. So when we started out with formulating Alavida, it was extremely important that we leave out things that we know are harmful, like the parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. We also didn't want to have any type of artificial or synthetic fragrances. So this is another very important distinction between Alavida and other products that are on the market. Okay. So Jeff, I would say that our team has really done a great job at coming out with the Alavida Eye Cream. This is an excellent addition to our Alavida line. And of course, as you know, in October, we provided complimentary samples to our senior presidential directors, and they raved about it and they loved it. So I'm glad we're finally going to be able to offer it.
Yeah, and the text messages haven't stopped. Jeff, when's this coming out? So we're here. This is the day. We're so grateful for all that helpful information. Now, David, I'm impressed with the quality of the ingredients as you're going through and talking about each of them. And I know that one of your development philosophies is to include high-quality ingredients at efficacious levels. We talk about this often. We don't want to put stuff in that doesn't matter, that doesn't work. It's certainly no exception with the eye cream. So can you talk a little bit about that philosophy and how you approach formulation?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to give credit where credit is due. We work with an amazing cosmetic scientist. His name is Peter Lentini. And so Peter, we were introduced to him through Dr. Glenn Ryan. Glenn Ryan is a very well-known scientist. One of his levels of expertise is in water, which plays, a role in the type of things we do at the company. And Glenn has been working with LifeWave for many years on different clinical studies. So Dr. Ryan had come out of the cosmetic industry, and so I said, hey, we're looking for somebody to help us develop this natural skincare product. And he said, oh, I have just the guy for you. So I reached out to Peter, and we discussed this principle and said, look, what we want to do is something very different in skincare. And Peter had been around over 35 years at that point and had seen it all, but had not seen what we had in mind. And with this idea that we wanted to use light therapy, using our technology to protect the skin from the inside out so that we could heal the skin with the topicals. So he really loved the concept. And I said, well, Peter, this has to be as natural as possible. We want 100% natural. I know that we're not going to be able to get there completely because of stability issues, but it's got to be completely natural and it's got to be effective. He said, okay, let me see what we can do. So we went back and forth for 6 months on formulations, and it would not have come together the way that it did without his expertise. So it was a really great project to work on from the very beginning, and I'm glad we were able to maintain the integrity of the product and keep it natural.
Yeah, I agree. I also love, you mentioned in there something, a key point of Alavida, which is, beauty and skincare from the inside out and the outside in. Can you talk just a little bit more about how Alavida does that and the philosophy behind the entire system of products?
Yeah. So, of course, Alavida is a light therapy product, and it stimulates the skin with light. It's in the category of general wellness. So, the general claims we make about it are that it is going to improve the flow of energy in the body. When we did our original study on Alavida, of course, I had a design idea in mind for what peptide this was going to elevate. And the idea was to look at this from the perspective of longevity. So if we take a look at species that don't age, and we'll use, there's a specific type of mollusk that's been found to be over 500 years old. You open the mollusk and it hasn't aged, and remarkably, it doesn't show any signs of oxidative stress. So the type of things that cause people to age, these different species like mollusks, lobsters, they have that under control. So this fellow in Russia, Vincent, he had found that there were a few key peptides in the body. The key one was epithalon or epithalamine. And that what it could do is restore some of the youth that was lost in the body. And we did some tests, and what we found, effectively what it was doing was reducing oxidative stress. It was doing other things, but that was one of the key things. So we applied that design philosophy to Alavida, and when we did our studies, that's in fact exactly what we found, was that it was able to reduce levels of oxidative stress in the body, and therefore it's going to help protect the skin and protect the collagen, which is the most abundant protein in the body. So that's really, really key about that product.
You and I have had some conversations recently on kind of the evolution of LifeWave and the branding and some of the DNA of the company, and certainly anti-aging and skincare and health and wellness are all a part of that DNA. So do you see any other Alavida products in the future for LifeWave? I know we're just launching the eye cream, but as you look down the road, is there more to come potentially?
I would think so. That will be a decision. I think we'll want to take some guidance from the leaders in the company, the presidential directors, leaders. They certainly have a voice, and the Alavida products, the nutritional supplements, are all being introduced because these were requests from our leadership. So I would say that if our leaders think it's a good business decision, if our brand partners, if it's something that they want, then we'll go ahead and develop those things for the future. There's certainly plenty of things that we could do.
Yeah, some wide open space for sure. Well, kind of in conclusion here, David, what advice would you give to our brand partners as they begin to introduce this new product to their potential customers and friends and family?
Yeah, I would say, in thinking about skincare, we really should be thinking about the health of the skin. And that's going to start very foundationally with someone's lifestyle. So, is someone exercising regularly? Are they eating healthy, drinking enough water, staying away from the things that we know are bad, getting enough sleep? Then when you have that foundation, using our patches is going to indirectly help improve the quality of the skin. So if we're using X39, if we're using glutathione, if we're using carnosine, these products are going to repair and improve the health of the skin from the inside out, so that when you go to use a system like Alavida, the results are only going to do better. So I would say, like with anything, think about foundationally what type of environment are you creating for your health and your skin? And then using Alavida will definitely get better results after that.
I think you brought up such an important point, and we've also talked about this quite a bit as well, which is, this really is a supporting product. X39, it really is the star, and it's the one that everyone should be using and using consistently. But, in addition to that, adding something like the Alavida line of skincare products or the Alavida Eye Cream, certainly can enhance their overall experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is a cosmetic product, there's some claims that we can't make. But I think what I would advise people to do is, like everything, look at the benefits of copper peptide, some of the work that's been done, and then it will become obvious why you would want to have that in a skincare product.
Very good. Well, David, as we close out our time here today on the Eye Cream webinar, is there anything else you'd like to share with our community in closing?
Yeah, I think what I would say is science is always changing. We're continuing to learn new things. Recently, it was discovered that there was another state of water. And, something as basic as water, you would say, well, the textbooks have been written. But as it turns out now, we got to rewrite the textbooks because there's things being found today about water that weren't previously known. So it's always good, to keep an open mind. The way that this world was created is truly marvelous. And there's always going to be natural solutions for people. That's the magnificence of God's creation, is there's always solutions. So no matter what type of problems people are facing, there are natural health solutions out there. And I would certainly encourage people to look for them, to pray for guidance and look for those things that's going to help them and be more whole and be better.
Well, as always, David, thank you so much for your wisdom, for your time, for the dedication you put into health and wellness and to improving people's lives. So grateful for your time today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. That'll do it for us today, and we will see you next time. Have a great one.